Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are located in Gilbert, Arizona, looking at the newest model home by Toll Brothers, and I'm excited to present this one to you. Now, starting on the exterior, we do have that modern farmhouse. So you have the painted white brick along with the board and batten. Straight ahead, you have your two-car garage, and then over here, you have your single-car garage bay. So perfect for the multi-gen living, and then you have this oversized motor court. As we continue right here, you see the columns complementing the white brick along with the board and batten, so a nice modern aesthetic. I'll turn you around before we continue. So right over here, if this was converted to your primary residence, this would have a driveway. I know I still get the questions, so I just want to clear the air. Now you have plenty of space in your covered front porch, as you can see, so generously sized. And then you have your iron front door with the privacy glass. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get you inside. Okay, look at this. So I'll turn you around so you can see the front door before we continue. Awesome. So you have this cozy, intimate foyer as soon as you enter, and look at your glass enclosed office, family. Beautiful. Like I mentioned earlier, this is their newest one, so you're seeing brand new staging and brand new materials. So as we continue in here, look at the size of this. So you already got your built-ins complementing the wood floors. Really love that. And of course, I welcome your feedback about the furniture. Amazing. So as we continue right here, going into our great room, family, 12-foot ceilings. You see the exposed beams, adding a ton of character to the property. Incredible. Now, starting over here inside of the great room, you see on the right side of the fireplace, you have your built-in shelving. You have the floor to ceiling fireplace surround, really sleek. And then look at that. You got your massive sliders. Beautiful. So now you have a casual area straight ahead right here. Some folks might opt to go ahead and put a dining table in the middle right here, more of that casual open concept dining. So let me know your feedback on that, but let's continue to the kitchen. You know, when I do that, I'm excited. So on both sides of your island, so you have the double islands, but you have the massive pendant lights hanging down. Really neat feature. You see the waterfall quartzite countertops. You have the accent lighting right underneath the slab right there. Plenty of storage. As you can see, look at all the cabinetry that you get. Amazing. So as we do continue right here, you have the flat panel cabinet doors. You see you got the stacked cabinets with the glass panes on the cabinet front. So that nice modern aesthetic as well. And then as we continue, look at the backsplash, family. Impressive. So if this doesn't scream elegance, I really don't know what does, right? So perfect for hosting the gatherings. You see that you got the sleek sink in here. You got your Gen Air appliances. You got your stainless steel dishwasher straight ahead. And then look at this sleek hardware that you get. Wow. Even right over here, your trash drawer. You got your dishwasher here. So now right over here, you got your double oven, your built-in Gen Air microwave as well. I'll turn you around so you can see your range. Look at that, 6 burners with the griddle. You got your pot filler. And let me know what you think about the stainless steel vent hood. I'm starting to see a lot more of, you know, maybe the painted wood or the standalone vent hood. So really just depends on personal preference, but I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now, as we continue over here, family, so you got this dining area, depending if you're going to use the middle as that casual dining, but look at the size of this. You got an oversized table here, your egress window surrounding, but still flooding the property with all that natural light that you want. And then the glass panes in your cabinet fronts. Now, I love that they extended the quartzite along this cabinetry right over here. Let me know what you think. So keeping the continuity, the uniformity, and then even with the quartzite backsplash. So right around this corner, you got a workspace, and I'll show you the pantry in just a second. So this is of course optional. You can have this as more of an open space if you wanted to continue that pantry or something like that. But in this instance, if you have kiddos, they can come over here and get their homework done. And then before we do continue, I'll make sure I open up some of these cabinets for you. See how much storage we get. Beautiful. Now turning around over here, you got your butler's pantry. You see, you got your floating shelves right here, some additional counter space, and right behind here, you got your walk-in pantry. Okay. And you know, Toll Brothers, they love to have the glass panes in the door. So just screams that elegance. You know, when I first started doing home tours, Toll Brothers was one of the first builders that had the good fortune, or at least I had the good fortune of touring. And once I saw that feature, I fell in love from scratch. Okay, so now straight ahead, you will have your garage, of course. It is locked right now. If it was open, I would certainly open that for you. Now here you got your drop zone. You see, you got your stack cabinets on top, some additional drawers down there, so you can add whatever you choose to in there. And then we'll continue to our bedroom. Okay, so in here, you see you got your queen bed. Let me know what you think about that bed frame there. Really unique. You got your dresser over here. You still have some walk room that you get to take advantage of. But the simple fact that you get your ensuite is the best part. All right, now looking at the vanity here, you got quartz countertops, the same cabinets that we've been seeing. And then you got your sleek mirror right there. You got some accent lighting behind there. It's not on. And then your walk-in shower. I like how that drain is right there. You see it's kind of tucked up against that corner. Oftentimes you might see more of that sleek drain, but in that instance, that's the first time I've seen that particular style. So really unique. Okay, so continuing right over here to the left, you're going to have your laundry room. Let's see this. So you got your farmhouse sink in here. Look at the stackable washer and dryers. So that just gives you an idea how much space you got. If you didn't want the stackable, of course, you can have just the oversized washer and dryer. Just gives you an idea how much space you get. Beautiful. And then imagine coming right over here to the great room. Lovely. I tell you one thing though, what they say about Arizona, you know, I've been out here about a week or so, a little bit over a week, and man, it is scorching. I tell you that. All right. Look at this. So believe it or not, family, this is the primary suite. If you haven't guessed it, right? You have a huge sitting area right here. This almost looks like a formal living room, the amount of space that you get. So you see your sconce right there. You got a picture window straight ahead. You got your roller shades, and then you got your egress windows on both sides. I love that you have a quick access door that's going to lead you to your backyard. But look at the size of the room. Beautiful accent wall complementing the floors, your king size bed, your 2 nightstands. You see your pendant lights right above, and just a ton of space. I'll stand on this side of the room so you can see the full scope. Lovely. Wow, this is what I'm talking about. Primary retreat. That's what I love to see. So that door is locked right now, but I'll show you a quick glimpse. Look at that. And then we'll head to our ensuite now. Wow. First thing right off the bat, you have the Taj Mahal quartzite countertops. Look at the way that complements the tile. Beautiful. You got a picture window straight ahead, your oval freestanding tub, as you can see, and then look at the vanities. Impressive. Really unique sconce right there. Now, you are going to have your first walk-in closet over here. So let's see the space that you get. Not bad. Love it. So you have your built-ins, you got your chrome rod, and then of course right over here, you got some storage. And then I'll turn you around slowly but surely. The doors are off the hinges, so I still will get a comment or two about that. So the reason why is because it is a model, just ease of access. But look at that, your built-in shower bench family. Got your matte black rain shower head, and then of course your shower wand. And then now walking into our second closet right here. Not as big as the first one, but it still definitely gets the job done. Very impressive. And then straight ahead, you have your water closet. So again, if you haven't, please let me know your thoughts on the property. We're not done just yet, but I really love to hear your thoughts. And quite frankly, I say this all the time. Every time we tour a Toll Brothers, no matter where it's at, I mean, we've seen it in Georgia. We've seen it in Texas, of course. We've seen it now here in Arizona. Nothing but great things to say. Now, the biggest question is, who has the best homes? That's always up for debate, right? So now continuing over here, look at the flex space that you get here. So you can have this as more of a casual game room or something like that. You see you got your floating shelves, really unique accent wall, that beautiful sage green. And then you still have a ton of room over here. So again, it's a flex space, so very flexible in terms of what you do with this. And you can make modifications as you please. Now, right over here, you got your powder bath. You don't really see the additional built-in drawers on this side, so let me know what you think about that. You add some decor. Not a lot of folks are going to see that, but you do have the quartzite materials in here. Now, as we head down the hallway right over here, your additional 2 bedrooms are on this side. So let's see this one right here to the left, and then continue. Okay, so that is a queen bed right there. Your 2 nightstands. You got the wainscoting surrounding here. That darker green color that you see. And then look at the space. So you still have a ton of walk room. You see around the bed as we walk around. You still have plenty of space. So depending on how you position the furniture in here is going to determine how much space you definitely get, right? But what's unique, as you continue down this ensuite right here, the wainscoting continues. So really unique too. And then look at the walk-in shower. So each one of the walk-in showers that we've seen had the shower niche. You got the matte black, as you can see on that side. And then the similar vanity. And it's funny too, because I probably had to start this video over at least 6 or 7 times because I bring up the heat. My phone was overheating every single time. I would get inside of the foyer and then the phone would just shut off on me. So I do apologize. But in here, look at that. You see that really unique wainscoting again, that accent wall. You got your sconces right above there. I know that looks amazing at nighttime. But see, I love that they added the queen bed because that really just gives us a base reference on the size of the room. Oftentimes you see a double bed and it kind of throws you off a little bit. I always love when I see that queen bed because I'm like, okay, now we can work backwards from there. We know exactly how much space we get. But you do have the walk-in closet in here. You got carpet inside of the rooms. And then this was our only shower tub combo. And then this is a gated community, so you can see straight ahead right there. That one, it's open right now just because, they're selling off a lot of these properties, but that will be closed. And a ton of room in here. Beautiful. So it looks like that about covers everything so far. Like I said, I opened the doors that are unlocked, family. In Toll Brothers, a lot of the, closets and things like that are typically locked just for safety reasons and things like that. So as I'm walking through here, I make sure to open up whatever I can for you. But one more quick pan and we'll continue. Beautiful. So an elegant model, very impressive. This is the third model that we've seen out here so far. So I'm so glad that we finally got out to this one. All right, so let's get you out to the covered backyard patio and look at our oasis. Wow, look at this. So you got your outdoor bar area over here. Look at that. But of course, that's not all, folks. You got your floating shelves. You got your beverage fridge over here, stainless steel Coyote brand. So you got the sliders, indoor, outdoor living, as I'll talk about. But look at this pool. You got your nice little cabanas out there to have a great time. You got the sunken kitchen over here. Look at this. Look at the fountains. I'm telling you, the feeling that you get when you get out here, you just want to sit down, kick back, and relax. And I guess that is the intention whenever you have a backyard oasis, right? So as I continue down here, look at the floating shelves. You see that you got your pizza oven, you got your outdoor gas grill on this side, some more beverage fridges. And then of course, if you wanted to be protected from the scorching Arizona sun, you get this, right? With the vaulted ceilings and the cedar soffit. Impressive, family. And look at this. So you can imagine your guests hanging out here. You're in the pool, relaxing, having great conversations with great people. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful luxury home right here in Gilbert, Arizona. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this particular home. Is this something you can see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? If so, let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour.